by Zerele and his allies, Nagewa, upon hearing the tragic news, mysteriously vanished to the earth. Zerele has come and the reign was unsuccessful. So there was a lot of atrocities that had happened at Pusiga. So Togo, upon succession, sees to it that of all this thing that has happened here, I don't think I can stay here. You know, emotional trauma and all that. So that was what informed his decision, and he moved from Pusiga to Gambaga.
To form Mampurugu.
By then Mampurugu was already there. He wasn't from, he was only relocating the capital.
From Pusiga to Gambaga.
From Pusiga to Gambaga. By then Gambaga was part of the kingdom. It isn't that it was a new distant that he founded.
Okay, so you hold on. You hold on there, please. You know, before I came online, Kusasi asked this question. I mean, I provided him the answer. I'm just going to give a story. He asked this question after misbehaving ignorantly on Voice of Mampurugu page. He finally came back to his senses. And you know, sometimes the reason why I engage these third generation Kusasis is that I just want to educate them. They don't know anything about themselves. They don't know anything about history. So after abusing me and all those kind of things, insulting me, he came back to his senses and then asked this question. Okay, that we said Nagbewa founded Pusiga. Where did Nagbewa came from to be in Pusiga? I told him that. I said, listen, this is what I like. This is what I like. Let's engage each other this way and not the insult. So I said, listen, Nagbewa migrated from Fadangurma.
Yes.
When he left Fadangurma, he came to Sanga, where he became a chief. And Sanga is in northern part of present-day Togo.
Yes.
It was from Sanga that Nagbewa, I'm not going to go into the details, circumstances, and all that. I'm just giving. So it was from Sanga that Nagbewa migrated to Pusiga.
Yes.
And conquered the Gurmes who were by then in Pusiga. Nagbewa mother history would tell us that it's a Gurma by tribe also. So I just gave this. I said, listen, this is where Nagbewa came from Father Gurma. I didn't even want, I mean, he even came from somewhere before Father Gurma, you understand? But you just need to make it brief and let them get some common sense. So Nagbewa migrated from Father Gurma to Sanga, then to Pusiga. You know, so that is it. But I believe if I were to ask him, who is the founder of the Kusasi tribe? I don't think he can get me the answer. All right. So now, let's in a few seconds. How big or small is Mampurugu?
Yes. So Mampurugu, as it is now, in fact, the current northeast region of Ghana, Mampurugu covers the current northeast region of Ghana, the upper east region of Ghana, part of Togo, and part of Burkina Faso. And sometimes when we say these things, people think that they are just said for saying sake. In fact, it's on record that the paramount chief of Sanga traditional area in Burkina, up till date, is being enskined by the Nairi. Just last year, Damba, the people of Sanga were in Naleru. We celebrated Damba with them. There is no Damba that they will not come. The people of Togo, they still come to the Nairi for enskinment. So I was saying something about Mampurugu. So how did the name come into being? After Togo moved from Pusiga to Gambaga, his two brothers followed him there. That is Shitobu and Wantambu.
Yes.
And Shitobu founded the modern day Dagbon. And Wantambu founded the modern day Nanumba kingdom. So after they followed him there, the three brothers decided to split. You, Shitobu, go this way and found Mantambu should also go the other way, so that if they are separated from each other, they'll be consulting among themselves, so that there wouldn't be an instance where they'll be together and there'll be kind of friction among them, just like as happened in Pusiga. So it was out of wisdom that Tohogu came out with this idea, and his brothers bought into it, and they split it peacefully. So after that happened, Tohogu moved the capital from Gambaga, and when we say Gambaga, it was not even inside Gambaga. There is a place that he settled, but just it's closer to Gambaga, so we just say Gambaga. But that specific place is also there.
Okay.
So he then moved the capital from there to a village called Mampurugu in Togo.
Okay.
So this village is still in existence till now. They still come to the Nayiri for enskinment. That happened to be the maternal home of Tohogu. The village Mampurugu is the maternal home of Tohogu.
Yes, you see, so this is what history is revealing to us. Let me go back to a little bit about Boku. I have always held the belief that the current dispute, which indeed shouldn't even be a dispute, but it's a dispute, right? Between the Mampurusis and the Kusasis. Sure. Fundamentally, my research have shown that the Kusasis' claim to chieftaincy in Boku is rooted on their claim that Boku is their land. The Mampurusis also claim that Boku is their land. So for me, history can resolve this. So people who don't appreciate history cannot get the truth.
Exactly.
Because if you ask the question, I mean, again, I'm learning from you. I never knew that the Mampurugu that we're talking of today, the name Mampurugu that we've talking of today, is borrowed. Let me use that word. Right? Now, before you come in, let me also add. I know we're talking about how big or small Mampurugu is. Let me add this interesting thing. When you go to northern part of Burkina Faso, the Bolgo province, there is a town there called Tinkudugu.
Tinkudugu, yes.
Does the Nayiri have any influence there?
Yes. In fact, when a Tinkudugu Naba dies, and you know, traditionally, after the Mosi people moved from Gambaga, you know, we all came from Pusiga to Gambaga.
Yes.
And the Dagombes had splitted, the Nanumbe had splitted, and the Mosi also decided to move upward, northwards.
Yes.
And that was how they went there and founded that Mosi state.
Yes.
History will tell you that their first settlement was at Tinkudugu. That was where the first chieftaincy was established.
All right. So let me pause here. I know I said I'm not going to interrupt, but let me respectfully, let me always interrupt a little bit. You know, the reason why I deliberately asked you this question, and the reason why I asked you this question is, one, to be educated, and for my audience to be educated, and for the Kusasi to be educated. You've established that the Nayiri has influence in.
Yeah. So just a quick one. I wanted to tell you how a Tinkudugu Naba is being skinned.
Yes, you will do that, but just give me a minute.
Okay.
What I want the Kusasis to understand that, and the reason why I raise this question is that when you go to the Bolgu province, where Tinkudugu is the capital, there is a town or village called Yuga and Zwaga. These towns or villages are in the Bolgu province, where Tinkudugu is the capital and where the Nayiri has influence. And to use the right word, respectfully.